Ever wondered if animals could turn into zombies, and what if that could transfer to humans? Just imagine, a disease so insidious it could turn innocent deer into creatures reminiscent of the Walking Dead. This isn't a scene from a horror movie, rather a real-life concern we're facing today. We're talking about the zombie deer disease, a malady posing an alarming threat to humans. So, are you ready to uncover the chilling truth behind this disease? Hold on to your seats as we dive into the world of the zombie deer disease. Our story begins in the late 1960s, with a mysterious disease emerging in North American deer. It was a time of discovery, scientific advancements, and mysteries waiting to be unraveled. However, one mystery that emerged was less than welcome. It involved our unsuspecting woodland friends, the deer. A strange disorder began to manifest in these creatures, one that left scientists and wildlife enthusiasts alike puzzled and concerned. The first reports of the disease emerged from Colorado and Wyoming, where deer began displaying unusual symptoms. The affected animals appeared to lose their fear of humans, walking erratically in broad daylight, drooling excessively, and showing signs of extreme weight loss. They seemed to be in a state of confusion, a far cry from their usual alert and wary nature. As researchers delved deeper into this enigma, they discovered that the disease was caused by abnormal proteins called prions, which induced chronic wasting disease, or CWD. The illness was degenerative and fatal, affecting the brains of deer, elk, and moose, causing dramatic weight loss and abnormal behavior, hence its informal moniker, the zombie deer disease. The progression of the disease was slow, yet relentless. From the first symptoms to the animal's ultimate demise, the timeline stretched across months, even years. It seemed to cast a shadow of doom over the affected creatures, their bodies wasting away while their minds fell into a zombie-like state. With time, research intensified. Scientists were eager to understand this new enemy. They wanted to know how it spread, what species it affected, and most importantly, if it could leap the species barrier to affect humans. Yet for all their efforts, answers were hard to come by. The disease was elusive, its origins unclear, and its future uncertain. It was a silent invader, slowly but surely taking over the deer populations of North America. Little did we know, this was just the tip of the iceberg. As the years rolled by, the disease continued to spread, unencumbered by state lines or national borders, reaching far and wide, its insidious reach extending further than anyone could have imagined. Yet, this was only the beginning of our journey into the heart of the zombie deer disease. From a few isolated cases, the disease started spreading like wildfire. Imagine, if you will, a silent menace creeping its way across the continent, leaving devastation in its wake. That's the reality of the zombie deer disease. From its humble beginnings, in the heartland of North America, it rapidly spread its shadow across the continent, reaching as far as the frosty plains of Canada and the sun-drenched coasts of Mexico. But this insidious disease wasn't content with just one continent. It started making appearances in other countries, most notably Norway and South Korea. The reach of this disease was becoming global, and it was clear that no deer species was safe. The disease was indiscriminate, affecting various species of deer, from the majestic elk in the Rocky Mountains to the humble white-tailed deer in the suburbs. It even infiltrated the ranks of the grand moose, showing that size and strength were no defense against this silent attacker. Transmission was distressingly simple. Direct contact with an infected animal or its remains could spread the disease, but even more chilling was the fact that it could be contracted from just being in an environment where an infected animal had been, even if that animal was long gone. The disease could linger in the soil, the plants, the very air, waiting to claim its next victim. The speed and ease with which the disease spread were alarming. Its resilience was chilling. It could survive in a variety of climates, from the sweltering heat of a southern summer to the biting chill of a northern winter. This adaptability, coupled with its stealthy nature, made it a formidable foe. The spread of the disease wasn't just a concern for the deer population. The very nature of its transmission raised an unsettling question. Could it jump the species barrier? Could this disease, which turned graceful creatures into mindless, stumbling shells of their former selves, pose a risk to humans? As the disease spread, so did the concern of it jumping the species barrier. The question on everyone's mind, could humans be next? As we delve deeper into the mystery of the zombie deer disease, it's impossible to ignore the looming threat to our own species. Scientists around the globe are tirelessly working to answer this question. Current research is primarily focused on its potential transmissibility to humans. After all, history has shown us that diseases can jump from animals to humans, often with devastating consequences. A series of experiments are underway to understand the nature of this disease better. These studies involve exposing human cells to the disease in controlled environments. While this might sound alarming, it's crucial to remember that these experiments are conducted under the strictest safety protocols, ensuring the disease doesn't escape the lab. The results thus far have been inconclusive. Some studies suggest that our cells may be resistant to the zombie deer disease, while others indicate a potential vulnerability. The truth, it seems, is shrouded in the fog of scientific uncertainty. But what does this mean for us, the average person going about our daily lives? Well, it means we need to be cautious. Until we have a definite answer, it's wise to take certain precautions. Avoid contact with deer, particularly those exhibiting symptoms such as weight loss, drooling, lack of coordination, and aggressive behavior. If you live in an area where deer are common, be vigilant. Keep your pets indoors or supervise them while they're outside. If you're a hunter, be extra careful. Always wear gloves when handling deer, and never consume meat from a deer that appears sick. It's better to lose a trophy than to risk infection. Lastly, stay informed. Regularly check reliable sources for updates on the disease and its spread. Knowledge is, after all, our best defense. While the risk to humans is still uncertain, it's better to be safe than sorry. We might not have all the answers yet, but we're not powerless. By understanding the risk and taking the right precautions, we can protect ourselves from the potential threat of the zombie deer disease. Fast forward to today, where do we stand with the zombie deer disease? The present holds a grim picture, yet one not devoid of hope. The zombie deer disease, formerly known as chronic wasting disease or CWD, continues to be a significant concern, spreading its ghastly grip across 26 states in the US, and reaching as far as South Korea and Norway. But it's not all doom and gloom. The world is not standing idle. In the face of this daunting challenge, the scientific community has been fervently working on better understanding and combating this disease. From labs in Wisconsin to research facilities in Colorado, brains are being put to the grindstone day in and day out. Recent developments have been promising. The use of live animal testing has enabled researchers to detect the disease earlier, potentially slowing its spread. Moreover, studies are being conducted on the genetic resistance of deer to CWD, a breakthrough that could prove instrumental in curbing the disease's progression. The authorities, too, are stepping up their game. Measures to control the spread are being implemented more stringently than ever before. From restrictions on deer transport to robust surveillance programs, efforts are being made to keep the disease contained. Public education campaigns are also gaining traction. From hunters to wildlife enthusiasts, people are being made aware of the risks associated with the disease and how to prevent its spread. The message is clear: vigilance and caution are our best defense. Yet the battle is far from over. The risk of the disease-jumping species and affecting humans is a looming threat we cannot ignore. As we continue to delve deeper into the mysteries of CWD, we're finding more questions than answers. Despite the challenges, progress is being made. The fight against the zombie deer disease is a testament to human resilience and ingenuity. We stand at the precipice of the unknown, armed with knowledge, determination, and a shared sense of responsibility. As we continue to battle this disease, only time will tell what lies ahead. That's a lot to take in, isn't it? Let's quickly recap. We started our journey with the discovery of this ominous disease known as zombie deer disease, a name as unsettling as the symptoms it causes. It was first observed in captive deer populations, and since then it has spread alarmingly, crossing state lines and borders, infiltrating the wild deer populations. The disease, caused by infectious proteins called prions, results in drastic weight loss, listlessness, and other alarming behavioral changes in deer, making them appear zombie-like. The spread of this disease has been rapid and relentless, with cases now reported in 26 states and even beyond the United States. And this isn't just a concern for the deer population. The potential human risk has been a topic of intense scrutiny and fear. While no cases of human infection have been reported yet, research suggests that it's not entirely impossible. The disease shares similarities with other prion diseases that have made the jump to humans. As for the current status, the disease continues to spread, and efforts to contain it have so far been unsuccessful. Research is ongoing to understand more about the disease, its potential risks to humans, and ways to prevent its spread. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and remember, knowledge is the best defense against the unknown.